Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin. We're back with another edition of Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting. This will be episode 684. It's going to be shiny hunting for another Tirtouga. So when I finally find the second shiny Tirtouga, I'll be evolving it to Caracosta, and then I'll be basing the name off of Caracosta's shiny color. So shiny Caracosta is like a sapphire blue color to me, so I decided with the simple name Sapphire Costa. So that's what I'll be calling it whenever I find it, of course. But anyway, the topic for this episode is by me. It's about Kirby Squeak Squad, and it's pretty much what are your favorite copy ability or abilities, there could be more than one, of that game, if you even have one, of course. Um, so pretty much, yeah, I think my top favorite of copy ability, um, well, yeah, yeah, um, yeah, I don't really know. Because I guess I can mean just the bubbles as well, because those technically are copy abilities. I just have to look in my documents real quick, hold on. Because I don't have the answer, and I'm just saying, if I have another one similar to that, so I don't want to ruin it. Let's see. Oh no, okay, that would be it, yeah. Okay, so pretty much, my favorite personally, just for the interesting, just like, effect of the ability, is the ghost. And the ghost, if you don't know what that is, you must have not collected or have never heard or seen of that one before in that game. 'Cause I believe that's only in that game, the ghost ability. Now, what the ghost ability does, it is so freaking cool. Literally, when you're the ghost, you can't absorb anything, otherwise you would be too full to move. So literally, you go in around like a ghost, and you control stuff. Yeah, you control enemies. I don't think you can control bosses, like the huge bosses, but I think you can control the mini bosses, and just any enemy in general. I believe you can just, use the action button, which I think it would normally be B, or whatever you have it set to if you're playing an emulator or something, or change the controls. Um, then yeah, you just do that, and then you go into them, and then you can be them. You can even make them fly. Like literally, you can keep spamming the jump button, and they'll fly. And yeah, it is really cool. If you're wondering how it feels to be the enemy, then yeah, that is a really cool one to try out. But that would be my top favorite one. My second favorite would be, I was gonna say the magic one, but I don't really know actually. Might be the UFO, or it might be. I mean, the bubble one is cool because you can turn stuff that you usually would get from an ability, like if you absorb them and you like swallow them, then you would pretty much get their ability. But if you do a bubble against them, it'll actually turn their thing into the bubble ability form. And the cool thing about the bubbles in that game is some things, like I believe the bombs, even the tornado, or maybe not. No, when you do certain stuff, like we have the tornado or the wheelie, when you go on those, and like you're in tornado form or you're in wheel form or it's like super fast, if you go over certain stuff, it'll actually transform you and have like you an aura around there, and it's like pretty much when you go over like ice as the wheelie, you'll actually have uh, icy aura around you. So when you go near stuff, when you're in that form, you actually freeze things and also have the wheelie thing on top of that. So it's pretty awesome. But anyways, yeah. So pretty much that would be my favorite from that would be I don't really know actually, cause it's good because the sword can be made to a fire sword, an ice sword, and I believe a plasma sword as well. Um, but I don't know. Those are cool and all, but I don't think I really like those ones. The bombs, though, I think you can combine the plasma, ice, and fire, or at least the ice with the bomb. Pretty much how you combine these is you have to get them into bubble form in your inventory, and then you combine them together. Because usually when you combine just two abilities together, it will give you a random ability. But some of them may actually combine to make like a new one for specific combos, and it's pretty freaking awesome. That's one of the other reasons why I really love Kirby Squeak Squad. Such a great game. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much my top abilities for that. I guess yeah, the magic and the UFO, that would be really good as well. Um, first would be the ghost, of course. Second would be, yeah, I guess it would be the UFO, just because of how like agile you can be with it. It's crazy. And then the third one being the magic one, because the magic one is great overall. There's so many combos you can do with it, and it's crazy. But yeah, and it's cool because when you get the scrolls from the chest and stuff, and when it says you get like a fire scroll or something like that, the fire ability actually unlocks another combo because there's three combos for each, or just like it always has an extra one that you could unlock, except for the ghost one. That's one of the things you have to unlock that by doing the scrolls, by getting the ghost medal, and then that's put into the trophy room or just throughout the Kirby world levels. So yeah, it is really cool. It's really hard to get, like I said, unless you're good at collecting those chests like I am. Um, but yeah, it is just great because it makes you really want to get those chests, and you really have to manage your whole inventory space where the levels are stored because you can only have 5 at a time, and usually most levels they have 3 chests, so you're literally only left with 2 if you're going in through the first run, or if you just like slowly collect the chests. Sometimes it's good to slowly collect them. Sometimes you literally get screwed over at the end because that's happened to me so many times. I get screwed over at the end of the level, and then because I died, I lose the chest drops or the one of the freaking Squeak squad pieces of crap picked it up, and yeah, it sucks so much. It really does. But yeah, like it's crazy that all came back from the whole copy ability thing. But I'm curious to know, what are your favorite copy ability or abilities? It could be more than one from that game, if you even have one, of course, because I already told you mine. Because why not ask yours? So yeah. So yeah. I guess for now I just will stay silent until I can think of something else to talk about. So yeah. Oh, sorry about the background, jeez. Yeah, they've been cussing, but I didn't know if you'd be hearing it or not, but that, you definitely would probably have heard that. Yeah, sorry about that. My brother is not being very respectful. Or not well, it's whatever. I mean, not very considerate, that's what I usually say. Not respectful. Alright, I'll be ending off episode 684